Today we're at Blue Heaven and Bourbon, hosted by the Dodgers Foundation at Dodger Stadium. There's gonna be plenty of food, drinks, a raffle, and even some activities on the field. Let's get right into it.
How we doing? Yes, Dodger Stadium.
I love it. Excellent. Thank you. Was one of those things posted? It's hard to begin. I feel like vodka typically shouldn't, right? No.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And this one here is our margarita.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, of course. Our Brooklyn.
Alex.
Okay, perfect. We've got our Jersey, marinara, chocolate, white lightning, and jalapeno. Really good.
Let me do strawberries.
Thank you so much.
I have someone who has a list. You guys
Hello, hello. We're back again. Thank you again so much for being here. We want to welcome you to Blue Heaven and Bourbon here at Uniqlo Field at beautiful Dodger Stadium. An experience that not a lot of people get to have, right? I mean, next time you're going to say, oh my God, I was at Dodger Stadium, I was sitting on the field, there was a stage.
Joining Mark tonight is a true Dodgers legend, a 7-time All-Star, a World Series champion, and one of the most respected players to ever wear Dodger blue.
His impact on the organization extends far beyond the field, and his legacy continues to inspire generations of Dodger fans and players alike. Please give a warm welcome to the future legend of Dodger baseball, Reggie Smith.
Well, welcome, Reggie. And before I start asking you questions, I was getting teary-eyed too because, you know, when you're a Reggie Smith fan as a kid and you still remember the big day in Dodger history, June the 15th, 1976, and Vin Scully announces the Dodgers have made a trade with the St. Louis Cardinals. There's a pause. Who did we get? We gave up Joe Ferguson, and we got a power-hitting outfielder, Reggie Smith. And I wonder, before we talk about other things, what was that like to be able to come to the Dodgers, having been a local kid, and suddenly, at your age, as an adult, you're going to come home? What was that like for you?
It was really a special feeling because I like to tell people that I was actually a Dodger before I became a Dodger. Having grown up here in Los Angeles and as a kid, being able to listen to ball games on the radio, we got to hear the Dodger games, because that's pretty much, other than the old LA Angels and the Hollywood Stars that were here, those of you that remember, when the Major League game came on, we always wanted to listen to the Dodger games because of Jackie Robinson. And as a young African-American kid growing up here, in any sports that you played, and because of Jackie having gone to school here, we tried to emulate him, and coaches used to always kind of remind us, they say, you want to be quick like Jack Robinson. So Jackie was my hero. And having an opportunity to come home in the prime of my career, the best time in my career here was special, because my folks got to see fewer of the mistakes that you make as young players, and that was a little bit more refined when I came home.
The Dodgers had hosted a Martin Luther King memorial game in spring training of 1970, and all-stars from all different teams came to Los Angeles, and Reggie was a member of the Boston Red Sox, and he took part in that game.
Really excited about that, to have the opportunity to do it. Well, after the game, I was going to rejoin the Red Sox because we were playing the Yankees in New York, and I was getting on a flight to go back, and got an aisle seat and all set up and everything, and then I looked up, and coming down the aisle was Jackie Robinson. And, looking, and he's getting closer and closer and closer, not knowing, well, he sat in the aisle seat right next to me. And sitting there, kind of just looking at my thumbs and trying to figure out, trying to get the courage to speak up and introduce myself to him. And finally it happened, and I turned to him and I said, Mr. Robinson, I said, hi, I'm Reggie Smith, and he says, I know who you are. And it just melted there, and he says, and I like what you stand for, is continue to do the things that you do, and the way that you do them, and that meant so much to me. And like it says out there, the impact that you have on people's lives, and the legacy that you want to leave is the effect that it has on their lives. And I wanted to live up to that and thank him that way for paving the way for young African American players like myself to be able to play this little boy's game we call baseball.
And on August 15th, Reggie is going to become the 10th member of the Legends of Dodger Baseball. What does that mean in terms of looking at the totality of your Dodger experience from 1976 through the 1981 championship season?
Definitely was humbled by it and honored at this time to have worn the Dodger uniform, and the many great players that have worn it and represented the caliber and the understanding of what it means to wear that uniform. A real quick story, we first met Mr. O'Malley, Walter O'Malley, and he asked me, well, we were hitting, and we were in spring training, and we were playing home run derby, and hitting a lot of balls over the fence into the golf course there in Vero Beach, and all of a sudden I hear this voice up in the back, you guys are doing a lot of baseballs out there. I didn't know who it was, and I just turned and said, that's Mr. Mel. I said, well, if you can't afford the baseballs, why do you own a team? And the guys started, do you know who that is? I said, I don't care. I'm coming here to prepare to play in the World Series and win. And by the way, that night he called me into his suite there and asked me that question, and I told him that I wanted to come here in my hometown because the Dodgers were winners, And that's what I wanted to do. And I'm going to be in the Dodger uniform, wear that uniform. I wanted to uphold all of the things that those players had brought to Los Angeles from Brooklyn, and especially to honor Jackie by wearing that uniform, to be honored in such a way to be considered that I'm one of the legends of Dodger baseball. It's a very, very special feeling.
And our next guest is a Grammy-nominated artist whose music inspires people around the world with the messages of hope, resilience, and positivity. Please welcome Aloe Blacc.
My career, and if you happen to know it, please sing along. Just don't sing it wrong. I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Said I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey, well I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey, said I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, won't you? So that lyric is a true story. I had a regular job once. I used to be a business consultant in corporate America. And then we grind, and the sweeter is the glory. People say I'm fooling. People say I'm blinded by faith. But if I run out of air, if I crash, I don't care. I'm gonna do it my way. I can make it right. I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost.
Yeah, get home safe, you too.
Real quick before we leave, we're gonna take a look at this gift bag that the Dodgers Foundation gifted us at this event. I gotta start off with the bobblehead. Who did we get? We got the World Series replica trophy. We have one of these from last year. Of course, Dodgers went back to back. So boom, right there. It's a nice Dodgers hat, classic LA, nice snapback, Dodger blue. And then on the side, Dodgers Foundation patch. We have this glass that's been dipped in blue wax. If you guys remember earlier in the video, this was actually a special stand where they were doing this in person for us. Dodgers Foundation shirts. And this is an all black one. I love the Dodgers Foundation merch. It might be kind of dark right now so you can't see the logo, but it's a nice black on black design. Another glass. Shout out to Maker's Mark, a sponsor of this special night. We also got some shades, it appears, Alex. Should we throw on the shades for the one time?
One time, bro.
One time? Dodgers shades. Also this beautiful tote bag. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Noel Sanchez, and you can follow me at Noise by Noel.